What's up, and welcome to another episode, Master Moats Film Session. And today we got to talk about the young guy, Joey Porter Jr., because obviously we know Mel Kiper has a mock to us at 17 in his first mock draft, and he's a player that we are definitely excited about potentially joining the Steelers family, man. So, like we always do, that's some circled up. I'll play it in full speed. After that, I'm going to break it down. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button one time, too, and subscribe if you have not done so either. Okay. Let's talk about him. First off, man, I like the fact that when you're talking about being in the red zone, in this particular coverage, he's playing off, which is fine because with this, he doesn't have to be pressed up here. Obviously, we know we're defending the goal line or trying not to have a score play. In running play wise, in terms of support, he was going to be easy to force this thing if there is run because of the big vision and stuff like that. So, like I said, not really tripping on the fact that he's off right here. I can dig that. The thing that I do like is this, though. He's patient, right? We know this thing isn't coming out right away, but he's not getting too crazy, right? Eyes where they're supposed to be on his work right here, okay? Now, from there, what are we getting? All right, we got an outbreaking route by number 2. All right, or the number 2 receiver, which is fine. But now we got Joey doing what? He's in phase with this receiver. As you can see, he has contact with him, and that's why his head is back seeing the football, which I love. He's one of those guys that does a good job of that. Now, you could do two things here. You can go over the top and try to fight that up arm, or you can slice this thing underneath, okay? Now for Joey, he's deciding to slice it, which I don't have a problem if you're going to do it. Just make sure you make the play. His eyes are back the whole time, and the reason why that is good is because he is still in phase. If he was not in contact with this receiver, you would not want him looking back. But since he is in contact, he's able to have his eyes back, make a play on the ball, ultimately get a PBU in the end zone, preventing the touchdown pass. I like that a lot, man. When you watch his tape, man, this shows up a lot. Super smooth in his pedal, super smooth in terms of staying patient and square. And then from there, just attacking that ball, man. Nice work to start that thing out for young Joey Porter Jr. But you know I got more, so let's do it. All right, now in this particular play, here he is at the bottom of the screen here. Now, when I watch this play, and I'm obviously playing in full speed, but this is part of the reason why I feel like, man, this dude in a zone concept, I think he would be just elite. He could still play man-to-man press coverage and stuff like that. But when you watch him in off coverage, man, the way that he is able to read routes and react are special. So right here, you obviously see, man, big cushion right here. Once again, we're in the red zone, okay? So he understands all of these things. You don't have to be in a hurry either, which is why he's almost walking out of this pedal. Let me start that over real quick. You see how he's like almost walking out of that thing in his back pedal. I love that because he understands the tempo of this thing right here, okay? But then from here, what are you seeing? He's seeing the route, but he's seeing the quarterback. Big vision. This is what you want when you are playing off coverage. This is what you want, man, when you're trying to be a ball hawk or a guy that's attacking the football. You have to see both. And right here, because of the concept, the zone defense that they're playing, he's able to do that. And now from here, what do we get? All right, he's throwing the ball in breaking route. Joey is already breaking on this thing. Why? Because he can see it, because he has the big vision, and because he wasn't in a hurry to get out of that thing with his back pedal. Understand where you're at on the football field and what can hurt you and what can't hurt you. And from there, that's why he's able to make a nice play on that ball, man, to ultimately get the PBU in the red zone. But really good job, man, just in terms of controlling his tempo, controlling his pace. Not too fast. Light on his feet, ball out. Okay, let's go make a play. PBU. Love it. Celebrate 2 with the team. Let's get it. All right, so these first 2 clips, man, what are we seeing Joey Porter in? Off coverage, right? But now you look at him at the top of the screen. He is in press man-to-man coverage. I love this because it just shows his versatility. It shows why he is a first-round prospect, why we're so excited about potentially drafting this guy because of this type of flexibility. Man, like I said, I think he's perfect in his own concept, but watch him in this man-to-man press. Just watch that man work. Watch that man work. All right, let me slow it down one time for the culture. Can we do that? All right. So, like we talked about, man, flat back across the line of scrimmage, man. We know this man-to-man, single high safety. Let's get after it, okay? Thing I like first off is what? He's not giving ground initially. He's getting hands up. bump and run. Don't give me and run. I want the bump first, because when you talk about the second level or the NFL level, you allow these receivers, these top tier receivers, to have free release, they will eat you alive. You have to get hands on them to disrupt their timing and ultimately keep them from free releasing, man, and having an easy go with it and being or just being great athletes. So you get that reroute by the jam, and ultimately, what does it do? It throws off the timing of this thing. Now Joey is in what? Great position here where he's not getting flagged. Eyes up, looking back at the ball. Now he gets a chance to make a play on this thing. Excellent job by the receiver, ultimately keeping him from catching that interception. That probably would have helped his total out, because we know that is one of the knocks on him. Doesn't have a ton of career interceptions, but this dude gets his hand on the football a ton. And when you talk about the versatility of press coverage and off coverage, man, I think that he's one of those guys that is very complete in both elements of that. So, like we always do, man, this is one of the first breakdowns we're doing on Joey. You know we're going to keep talking about him as this draft continues to get closer. But let me know your thoughts on JPJ, if that's what we call him. You know, if you like what you see on his tape, and if you think he could be an asset to the Steelers. But either way, you know I appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby, peace.